Lerner Board meeting to order for February 11, 2026 at 10 a.m. First item is roll call. Do we have some people attending?
We don't. Everybody's in the council chambers today. All 5 of our members that are present this morning are with us in person in the council chambers. Fran Bowie, can you make sure you have a green light on your microphone? I don't always pick you up.
Here.
Thank you. Dallas Burgel,
Present.
Gary Boyne,
Here.
Dinah Harris,
Here.
Christy Wendorf.
Here.
We have 2 members that are absent this morning, Carrie Berghoff and Diana Lawson, but we are a quorum. Thank you, board.
Very good. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any changes or additions? Not all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Adopted. Motion to approve the January 14, 2026 minutes as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any changes or corrections need to be made? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Adopted. Treasurer's report. Nick, there he is in Poison.
Morning, everyone. Alrighty, included in your packet, you will find the year-to-date financial statements for the Lerner or for the total period ending 2025. The net income from theater operations only, shown as the gross profit at the end of the period, is $841,742 and is a decrease of $68,360 from the last year's gross profit of $910,102. Year-to-date total loss for the Lerner operations, including city expenses, the end of the period is $730,338, as a decline of $902,592 from last year's net income of $172,253. Budgeted city operational expenses were under budget last year by $293,092. Total operational expenses of $2,097,514 were covered by a city contribution of $1,230,338, or 59%, and a Lerner contribution of $867,176, 41%. This compares last year's contribution from the city of 45% and the Lerner's contribution of 55%. During the month of December, there were 6 events that generated the following profit and loss. Engelbert Humperdinck was a loss of $11,536. Epic Holidays brought in $11,593, almost offsetting that loss. The Municipal Band was $3,210. Home for the Holiday, $13,249. 101 Dalmatians was $7,976, and The Gift bringing in $7,023. Are there any questions for me?
Anything from anyone?
How come Engelbert didn't do very well?
We had some co-pro settlements that kind of brought in with that. So overall, it was just that the tickets that were passed on to the promoter had decreased and some additional operating expenses for that show.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Anything else from anyone? If not, is there a motion to accept the treasurer's report as presented and place it of record?
So move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion? Questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Thank you very much.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Claim and allowance docket. Do we have a motion on the claim and allowance docket?
Yes, I would make a motion that we approve the claims and allowances, the details of which are provided in your packet, for a total of $61,854.70.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion made and seconded to approve the claim and allowance docket. Any questions or discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Adopted. Nothing for the president's report this month. Friends of the Lerner. The annual report, I think we've received the annual report on critical needs at this point. So that fund is being utilized to cover various expenses that are not planned for and come up unexpectedly. That report shows that there was a reimbursement to Friends of the Learner of $48,550 for exterior repairs that were performed on the Lerner building from a 2021 collision that we were waiting for. I think city was hoping for insurances recoveries on and received very little, if anything, as a result of that. So Friends of the Learner fronted the money. And I believe those were incurred before this fund was set up, so it was reimbursed out of the fund, as was the intention at the time. There was a 128.25 reimbursement of $27,750 to Friends of the Learner, covering repairs, replacements for the organ chamber, humidifiers, replacement bulbs for interior and exterior signage, replacement of bathroom faucets and restroom stall grab bars, and a 415.25 reimbursement of $10,135.60 to the Friends of the Learner for covering the purchase of new laptops and monitors for the Learner staff, and a 415.25 reimbursement of $45,140 given to the city of Elkhart for deposit into Lerner 100-year celebration special account to help cover Lerner Theater green room improvements, new Lerner Theater installation of LCD video wall and LED video wall panels. The purpose of that fund is to cover maintenance and other critical needs of the theater that are not expected and have not been handled otherwise in the budget. And I think that we're going to find as the facility ages more and more over the next few years that there's going to be more and more occasions where things come up that cannot necessarily be planned for or expected in a particular year, and that will be called on more and more. Is there a motion to accept that report as filed and place it of record?
So move.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any other discussion or questions on that? If not, all in favor of the annual report on critical needs fund approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Adopted. Crystal Ballroom Catering Report. We heard from Kurt that he wouldn't be able to attend today, and his comment was it was a slow January, which is expected. And they are hoping for a much better February. Premier Arts Report. Do we have anything from Premier Arts today? Aha. Greg, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
We don't ever have a slow time, right?
Oh, you don't.
What's wrong with Kurt? If I knew Diana Lawson wasn't going to be here, I wouldn't have shown up. We are in the middle of our first production of the season, which is Seussical, which will happen right around Dr. Seuss's birthday. So that's really exciting. We have about 90 community people and 350 kids in the show. So we'll do 3 Seussicals. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I'm a little Dr. Seuss out already, but it's going to be super fun. And so season tickets are still available, and Brittany has done such a good job helping get that streamlined and making it better for our folks. So we are super appreciative of that. We have partnered with the Community Foundation to offer on the 28th of the month. We're bringing a Broadway star in. It's kind of cool. So we isn't traditionally like a program of Premier Arts, but we're hosting for the whole region. When we take our kids to New York, we do these series of workshops. And so we've developed a little bit of a relationship with those folks. So they're now coming to us.
Wonderful.
And it's for high school and college age kids to get kind of a taste of what it might be like to be pursuing a career in the theater. And so it just so happens that this guy was in Frozen on Broadway, which we're doing next. So kind of tied in really well. And so we have about 50 people coming. Interestingly, I think yesterday I asked about it, and there's like 5 people that are from our folks that I know, and a whole bunch of new people. So that's great from all over the region. So it's kind of a cool, you know, something that you can't do every day. And the Community Foundation is completely dedicated to this pathway concept of like pathways to careers and pathways to what you do after school. And so this fit right into what their objective was. So they stepped up and helped us with it. And so we're real excited about that. And then, yeah, we're off to Frozen, and that's going to be I think the hit of the season. So it's been a really great 2026 already. So any questions for me?
Anything?
Just want to thank you, Greg, for the work you guys do, just looking at the financials and where the money flowed last month. More than half of it, obviously, is Premier Arts efforts, and it's the local productions that seem to help us out when things are a little slow. So appreciate your efforts.
Well, and the mayor at the gift, right, this winter dedicated the lobby to it's the Diana Lawson Grand Lobby, and we were able to have a new portrait of her made. I could say this because she's not here because she would die, and so we had a photographer come in and set up, and it's gonna hang in the lobby by there, and it was just, it was such a cool thing to watch her be surprised. I don't know. You've known her the longest, Gary. Have you ever known her to be surprised? She was genuinely surprised at that honor. And so I think that's going to be a really nice thing. Dean worked really hard on getting the plaque up in the lobby already, and it looks great. And so I think that's a real fitting thing for sure. We're going to just enhance it a little bit with this portrait. So look forward to that.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see, General Manager's report. Carl's here, somewhere in here. Good morning.
Sure, good morning. Oh, I forgot to sign in, excuse me. I'll do that when I wrap up.
Sure.
So good morning, Carl Thompson, General Manager of the Lerner Theater. I hope everyone is doing well on this nice spring day, nice and warm outside. So today I'll be reporting to you as General Manager serving in the role of Director of Marketing. January was spent working in the role of General Manager and Director of Marketing, while the search continues for a Communication and Marketing Coordinator. We've been interviewing prospective candidates with the goal of making an offer this month with a new hire starting in March. In the interim, I'm overseeing all marketing, communications, and advertising efforts. All initiatives remain on schedule, within budget, and aligned with projected performance goals. This time has allowed me the opportunity to put into place a comprehensive marketing strategy and tactics through the remainder of the year, and this is the process we will utilize going forward. The first step was to finalize show dates with nonprofit partners, and content is being prepared for year-round placement on the Lerner Theater website to support ongoing visibility and ticket sales for community and rental programming. In January, I completed the advertising plan for our April performance of Celtic Woman, A New Era, in partnership with the Friends of the Lerner. This media plan will utilize coordinated paid, trade, and promotions among our media partners. I've completed a comprehensive 2026 marketing plan utilizing the $125,000 budget approved by City Council. The plan focuses on increasing audience reach, frequency, and conversions through expanded direct mail, enhanced digital advertising, and the potential production of a 30-minute television special. I'm actually working with WSBT now in the planning stages for this, and I'll have more as this develops through the year. We'd like to have the airing in late spring. The direct mail strategy that I'm working on incorporates a mini brochure inserted 4 times annually in the Elkhart utility bill statements, providing consistent quarterly awareness to local households and promoting performances, group sales, and the Friends of the Lerner fundraising efforts. We're also partnering with Alpha Graphics on a targeted regional direct mail campaign, including the purchase of expanded geo-targeted and income-based mailing list addresses. The postcard mailing schedule is scheduled for March, which is designed to support new audience acquisition. Digital advertising efforts continues through media partnerships such as Great News Live, which you approved for us to utilize last month, and the Lerner's internal communication channels, social media, banner ads, and advertorial placements. So a lot is happening. This is setting the stage for the future of this of our 2026 marketing efforts. And when we do have someone in place in the role of communication and marketing coordinator, we'll have a plan for them to implement as I'm training them and getting them prepared to do these efforts. Recently announced events include our free movie series, The Lion King, Grease Sing-Along, Monsters, Inc., Home Alone, and Miracle on 34th Street. This is all currently on our website. Arienco Ballet, their performance of Cinderella is presented by Conservatory of Dance. We recently announced Elkhart Municipal Band presents Postcards, which invites listeners on a musical journey inspired by places, cultures, and the spirit of travel. Premier Arts Musicals, Craig mentioned those briefly in his remarks, but they include Seussical the Musical, Frozen, Guys and Dolls, Sister Act, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Am I forgetting one? Did I forget one? Is that it? And Guys and Dolls, my goodness, one of my favorites. We also have 574 Entertainment presents the Fireplace R&B Tour featuring artists beyond the golden age of R&B. We've also announced the 5th annual Oaklawn's Got Talent. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And we just announced our series for the Lunchtime Live series with Celia Weiss on our historic Kimball organ. This information can be found at thelerner.com. Shows that we settled this month include Rakim and Friends. And I also wanted to mention that we recently brought on Jason Dreyer to serve in the role of box office and finance assistant. Jason will assist in supporting box office customer service and financial reporting. He will also assist with the Friends of the Lerner donation processing and reporting, which is very important. Jason brings real enthusiasm, positive energy, and professionalism that I feel will greatly contribute to positive customer relations and enhance the overall Lerner Theater customer service experience. We're thrilled about this exciting new year, and I look forward to bringing you more positive news as the 101-year and I keep saying celebration because I'm so used to it, as our 101st year unfolds. And if you have any questions, please let me know.
One of the things I remember seeing in the report was proposed attendance at various theater gatherings, whatever, trying to market the theater a little more, plus look for promoters, which I think is really important. You want to discuss a little bit on, the efforts you'll have on going after new promoters, finding new promoters to do shows?
Sure. Well, a lot of it depends on working with our current promoters. So we have Flight Levels Entertainment and Outback Presents, who we are currently working with now to book programming for the remainder of the year. So that's sort of the next phase of this now that we have most of the nonprofits booked. Outback, we are in constant communication with to continue scheduling programming. And then outside promoters, actually, Bob, I think I can announce it because it was in the minutes. We actually just booked one of our first Broadway tours, which is based on a Meatloaf album of the 90s. He's sort of a rock era band, 90s rock band. It's just a musical tour that was based on Bob's connections and outreach and communication. So we're constantly working with any outside promoters that fit the needs of the learner. The goal would be to have us at approximately 80 to 85 presentation nights per year of combined performances of nonprofit groups as well as art groups across a range of the whole spectrum, up to including rentals, local community group rentals that are non-performance based, and outside promoters. So the efforts are ongoing. And Bob can attest to the fact that he's in constant communications. The goal would be to have 80 to 85 performance nights for the year, which would be where we were last year. Mm-hmm. Did you have any specific questions that maybe I could address that I didn't?
No, I just think that that's such an important element of this whole process.
It is. It's not only
finding promoters.
Not only from a programming standpoint, but also from revenue.
Yeah.
So it's very much on the forefront of our mind as we're making our way through this year. We'll have more information as we're adding new promoters. January, I'm learning, was much slower than what we've seen so far. Mm-hmm. We are also in conversations now for a Celebration Under the Stars 2.0. So there's a lot on the horizon, and as the months develop, I'll be in reporting, both Bob and myself, as new relationships are formed, shows are booked, with the effort of making us have the most comprehensive calendar of events possible.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that used to be done by various entities around town was even educational series, getting speakers in. And I'm not sure how that could fit in to our programming. We haven't done much of that over the years. Every once in a while, we'd have an opportunity to, I remember somebody did something once on the JFK assassination a number of years ago. It was interesting.
Yeah.
And we had a pretty good crowd that came in and thought, gee, I'd kind of like to hear what he's got to say about that, what the latest is on it, et cetera. But you know, it is an area we've never looked into really hard. Maybe it's worth taking a look at what's out there and what kind of speaker program we could get into where we have somebody once a quarter or something
Mm-hmm.
with different topics to offer a chance to learn about something that we aren't necessarily getting much information on. That would
Yeah.
be helpful to people and they'd want to attend and might sell a lot of tickets to, who knows?
I think it's a fantastic idea. In fact, I've thought about the same thing before. There's lots of speakers that you can bring in, from lecturers to entertainers and notable personalities who do this. So we can definitely put this on the radar and begin outreach. And I think it's a fantastic idea that needs more research and
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, good idea.
Anything from anybody? Apparently not. Thank you,
All
Carl.
right, thank you so much.
Might as well stay there because the next
Okay.
item on the agenda is the Central Indiana hardware quote. You or Dean, I'm not sure wants to speak to this.
Do you want to speak to it? It's okay.
Good morning, Dean
Morning.
Gold, Director of Operations. Pretty cut and dry. We just need to get our weather stripping replaced on our exterior doors. Over the past 15 years, they've just worn down. So just get those replaced, helps keep the warm air in and the cold air out and all the little critters where they belong.
So we have a form of contract to redo door sweeps with CIH. And the total cost of redoing that looks like is $4,613.40. Is there a motion to approve the contract with CIH as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion or other questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Dean, when are they going to do it?
Once the weather gets a little
Okay.
warmer, so.
You don't want to
Yeah.
have the doors
This,
open.
this locks in the price for us at least, and then we can get it scheduled once spring finally hits.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything from the public, online or otherwise? If not, is there a motion to adjourn?
So move. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you.